You're listening to littlepodcast.com. It's a real bitch living in my galaxy.
Why do you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity.
We are trying to exploit a generation.
Did I ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table?
Well, yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No. There's potato vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 216. I am John Rowe, your host, joined by my co-host,
Matt Hag.
That's right. Adam is on assignment, watching a movie right now. He is watching the Civil War, Ken Burns' Civil War. They dramatized
Marvel
it.
Civil War.
Ken Burns' Marvel Civil War. They've made it into a film.
Just slowly panning across black and white pictures
Yes.
of Marvel characters.
Yes. So I'm playing Stellaris. I've gotten deep into it. So have you heard anything about this game?
I haven't.
Okay. Do you know what 4X games are?
No.
Okay. Let me try and
They're
explain
four
what
times
4X
as-
stands for. And to do that, I'm going to clickety clack. 4X definition. So I'm trying to think. Okay. Explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. That's what it's called. It's like a genre of game. Let me think of the best example of the genres of games that you would play are Civilization. You play Civ 3, Civ 4, Civ 5?
Nope.
Okay.
Next question.
Wow, really? Haven't played any of those, huh? Master of Orion, any of these?
No.
Okay. So, anyway, anyone that's played any of those games will know what that...
I played a little bit of Faster Than Light. Is that the same thing?
No. Did you play any sort of strategy game?
StarCraft.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Imagine
Actually,
StarCraft... Oh,
I think I played a little bit of one of the Civilization
okay.
games, like just over a land battle at one point.
Okay, imagine StarCraft, but
In
you're
space. Oh, wait.
doing all of it. Like, you are the Terrans, but you are running the planets, doing research on all the planets in the entire galaxy, and looking out for Zerg everywhere. So I have created a race called the Zum. The Zum, Z-U-M. They're space foxes. They look like little
Star
foxmen.
Foxes, one might say.
Yeah, I like to call them space foxes. It's the cheap Chinese knockoff Star Fox. Space Fox. Astro Toad. What is
Bird,
it?
man.
Starbird. Yes, any of the other characters. from
Space
that.
Rabbit.
Space Rabbit. So I have the Zoom. They're mammalian. They live on the continent, Etwani is the name of the planet that the capital is on. Let me see if I can find it without removing this, because I want to. Wani. Wani is the name of the star, and they're on the planet Etwani. And we have discovered the ability to travel in space with warp drives. So now we're exploring the galaxy, basically. And you kind of start as a civilization that's just started like solar system space travel, basically, all in one galaxy. So the Zoom are, let me describe them. So because you get to pick the traits when you create your own species or whatever. I'm the Coalition of Wani is the name of my the United States or whatever, or the United Planet Federation or whatever you want to call it for like Earth in sci-fi. So we are nomadic people. Migration time and resettlement costs are lowered. We're solitary. Members of the species tend to be solitary and territorial, often becoming agitated in crowded conditions. Intelligent. So we have extra science, and we have a preference for continental planets, which means planets that are like Earth, basically. Let's look at my government. I have created the governing ethics of collectivist, which means we're space fox hippies that are commies, space communist
Commie
foxes. Society has long since evolved past the insignificant rivalries and concerns of individuals. We are numerous but one, and the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That gives you food consumption costs go down, but the tolerance for slavery is up 50%. So
I like that.
Slaves are okay. You know, they're just working for the greater good. So
It's just an incredibly specific stat to track.
yes, fanatic materialist, physics, society, and engineering research output all at 10%. So we're very much like space, communist, slavery-loving science foxes. My current leader right now is Executive Monobak. He is, how old is he? He's 58. He has the ruler traits of home in the sky. Leader reaches for the stars. Spaceports are cheaper.
What's the lifespan of a communist space fox? I mean,
Okay,
the
so
fox is so not that long.
these
but
are
they also have socialized medicine.
Yeah, these are aliens. So they are. The way the game is, I guess all the races basically have about the same lifespan, just to make it fair. So the lifespans are like human, 78,
All
80,
right.
100, somewhere around there. Okay, so if you want to guess what kind of government I have with the ethics of collectivist and fanatic materialist, we are a plutocratic oligarchy, which means we get extra energy and mineral production. Plutocratic oligarchy is ruled by a wealthy elite. A citizen's personal wealth translates directly into political power. You know, so we're basically America. But elections are held like every 20 years.
How that gels with the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The needs of the many, needs of the few, but, us elite,
But
we get to
also,
run
we're
everything.
different than you guys.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. That's kind of the idea. But you can do fun stuff like that. I mean, this game is so granular, but that's like a lot of 4X games. But this one's kind of become in the news a lot because it's really well done. It looks great. It's really good for beginners to get in because it kind of starts you off pretty easy.
Is this
yeah.
multiplayer? Do you encounter other people's civilizations?
You can do multiplayer, but I'm not because, I mean, a typical game is going to be 20 or 30 hours, so you would probably play and then pause and then play, and then, for a long time. And it's not turn-based or anything, it's all real-time. I don't know how multiplayer works. It seems weird. So I could look at my policies right now. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. So, like in my policies, I could change the war economy to like, hey, this is war. Let's like make more money. Slavery allowed. I could have it prohibited or allowed. I could choose that.
Are you enslaving foxes or other alien races that you encounter?
I could do either, but there's an option for xenos only, which is other species than our current ones. I cannot select that because we're not xenophobic. So we treat all people as possible to be slaves.
Everyone gets enslaved equally.
Yes. Slave procreation is allowed. So the slaves can have children, but they will remain slaves. Purging is allowed. So you can have that set off. I can have it purge xenos only, purge prohibited. So purge means that, like, let's say on a planet things are going bad and they all decide to revolt against you and start their own, like, society. When you attack them, if you have purges prohibited, you can't just murder everyone like a genocide. I can do genocides. Orbital bombardment. I can only do it up to limited. To get full, you need to be militarist, which I am not. Migration. I currently have migration prohibited, which seems really weird for a thing. I'm going to make it so. Migration. I'm changing it right now in my game that my primary species, so the Zoom in my empire. I don't have anyone else in my empire, but like let's say, let's see, do I care about any of this? Oh, okay. We'll get to that in a second. So resettlement allowed, voting rights, elitism. So only the powerful can vote. Leadership can only be of my race. We're peaceful on first contact, and our AI is set to servitude and not to outlawed. So there's some interesting things I've heard in the game with AI at the end of it. Is that as you build more technology and get more AI, it can start to build... Basically, you can cause Skynet to happen. So you got to be careful. So I do have robots working in a bunch of places, but that... recently, I just had an anomaly pop up while I had a science vessel. So think like you have science vessels that explore around while you're like doing stuff. And they're like... think of the goddamn Star Trek. What's the name of that?
The Enterprise.
Enterprise. I kept wanting to say something else. Voyager, Enterprise, all those. They go around and research stuff. So I had one just find an anomaly on the planet Barbon 3A. The magnetic field has experienced a complete reversal. It was being observed by Nothan the Imperious. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the moon's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data, which basically will make some crazy... One of my research things unlock faster, basically. It builds towards it. Let's see here. I gotta select a new thing to research. Assist research? What is that?
Are you just gonna play the game?
No, I just have it open so I can tell everyone what's going on in my world, because I was starting to write it all down and I was like, this is so complicated. But
yeah, that's pretty involved.
If you haven't seen the game, yeah. Oops, shit! I have time on. I unpaused by accident. I just upgraded my fleet. So one of the problems with these games a lot of times, if you have a lot of militaries, it can be a real pain. A lot of these games have like a ship designer that gets really complex, where you can build your own ships and choose what kind of weapons they have on them and all that jazz. None of that. You can do that, or you can tell it to auto-generate designs based on the science that you've unlocked. So it can just automatically upgrade everything for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Because I don't really care about designing my own ships. But let's talk about my neighbors, huh? Because I've met a few people. The first people I met were the Yatrellian Accord. They're arthropods. They look very much like... oh gosh, I'm getting messages because of the way that this is going to go down. Is that Adam Ham is ready to join the call, so we'll get right in on this. Let me invite Adam. So this may have a bit of a hiccup while we get that, but I will keep explaining my space. So they're the first people I met, the Yatrellians, and we're fine at first. They are known as honor-bound warriors. They're a warrior race. They are crab people, and they look like crabs. They're individualist, fanatic militarists. They have 4 colonies. I have 5, so suck on
But you
that.
can't enslave them.
I can, actually, if I
You
were
have to become xenophobic first.
No, I can enslave them. I just can't say only enslave aliens.
Oh.
We got to be equal, because I'm collectivist, so everybody can get enslaved.
You get enslaved.
Yeah, you get
enslaved.
Yes. So I can communicate with him. Consider your words carefully, beast. Our military could crush your pitiful nation in one fell swoop. That's how he talks to me. He's not very friendly to me.
That's race.
It's actually the first alien species I found, but I'm not too worried about him because in my galaxy map, he's kind of trapped. He can't really get past me, and there's nobody on my other side, so I'm just expanding the other direction. So it's not really a big deal, although he has some choice planets that I could take. I'm not too worried about it. And if he were to attack me, I feel like I could handle it, because it's saying like your technology is pretty equivalent to his. And I met a couple other ones. I have... There's the Uri United Planets, which is a theocratic oligarchy. But they're peaceful, and I have an embassy on them, and so we're friends. They're really close as well. The Hissima League, which are a fungoid people, a peaceful bureaucracy. Let's see here. I haven't had too many interactions other than these fucking bug people constantly coming into my star systems and scanning planets. I'm friends with these space slugs, Dabulans. They're very friendly with me. There's some fungoid, creepy monsters, Tyroleans. I don't know. They seem like me, though. They're xenophiles like me. Then there's another There's a lot of space funguses going on. Another fungoid
Yeah, I'm getting
empire.
there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. They're combined Tendrazune. They're much higher in technology than me. So one thing that this game does is basically when you start a game, you start on a solar system, and the whole world is auto-generated and like randomly generated around you. And the way you can have it set is that like it can set some empires that are like fallen empires. So like they were big and now they're like, you know, they have no way to expand. You can have big empires. This one, you can have it set so that empires are like far more advanced. Like they start ahead of you. So it's kind of gives you like a full, like there's people that are behind you, people ahead of you, you know, and kind of how to deal with that in space. Yeah, so
do you, like once in a while, do you run into just total ruins of something that?
Yeah, so that does happen.
There's nobody left.
Has Adam, you're here, but I can't hear you, so you need to.
I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, hi!
Hey,
I didn't know you were here.
Way to
you
sneak
guys
in.
are on a roll.
All right. No, I'm talking
I
about
was just letting
Stellaris.
John talk.
I was trying to vamp while Adam got connected, so no, but I'm playing Stellaris, and it's great. Yeah, so you can find anomalies on planets, and they have little flavor text like this planet clearly had a species where a bunch of robots killed everyone, and now all the robots are rusted out and destroyed. And you're like, boy, huh? Well, let's steal that technology and make ourselves better from it. But it's really fun. I like it. And that's it. I don't really know how much more to talk about. I played about 6 hours. Came out Monday. And I'm digging it. So, there's space anomalies.
Groovy.
All sorts of things you can find. I found a black hole in near one of the arms of my galaxy. And I entered it, and there were 2 giant floating space amoebas at about 7 or 8 times my military power each. And I was like, all right, never going there again. That black hole seems dangerous.
It's usually a good idea to stay away from black holes.
Well, even so, like there is a planet that is orbiting it, but it's a barren world with no resources, so I don't give a shit. That'll just be nobody go there, please. So anyway, that's my empire. I'm gonna close the game now because I don't want it to run anymore in the background. Exit the desktop. Yeah, so Adam's here. Say hello.
Hello,
Adam,
everybody.
I said say hello.
Say hello.
Thank you. Where have you been? What have you
No
been up to?
spoilers, but was it good?
Oh, it was good. It was
I
really good.
pretty much assumed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those, I don't know if you already said, I'm coming in hot from Civil War.
Yes, we said you were on
Civil
assignment.
War.
You're a
Yes.
war reporter.
Indeed.
Civil
A
War reporter.
reporter.
Yep. All right. Who wins, the North or the South?
The West.
The
Oddly
West.
enough.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's that. Nobody saw that coming. The Texans.
Indeed. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Straight from Louisiana territory. No, it was really, really good.
Mhm.
I super enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I don't think it's a spoiler to say that Spider-Man makes an appearance.
Spider-Man. Yep. Ben
Yep.
Spiderman.
Speederman.
Ben Spiderman, yes. And let me tell
It's
you.
new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Correct. A
No,
new
he's-
actor.
I think it was the highlight of the movie for me.
That's what I've heard.
Nice.
Everyone said he was pretty awesome. So
He was awesome, and I am really looking forward to Spider-Man Homecoming, even though that's a
Yeah.
terrible title.
Well, then Marvel has creative control over that movie, so it should be not terrible.
I hope so. 'Cause
well,
I,
you have to think about Spider-Man Homecoming. Is that he's in high school? It's the homecoming dance, and gets taken over
Well,
by Mysterio.
If it's called Homecoming, it can't be an origin story, right?
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
mean, they at least in Civil War, there's no origin to speak of.
Yeah.
They pick it up where he's been
Yeah.
been speedermaning for a while.
That's good.
So hopefully this one takes place after Civil War.
Yeah.
I believe it probably does.
Good.
I believe it does. At the very end, like, it was kind of funny. After the credits, after the post-credits scene, there was a little thing that said, like, Spider-Man will return. And
Oh, wow.
Great.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
On a mark.
oh no!
Was it worth
Except
it?
They all have worth what? Like,
Was it worth
seeing
sticking around for?
No.
No. Yeah. I find there's about like a 30% hit rate on
Yeah.
those.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
The Deadpool one was great.
Wait, there was a
Yeah.
Deadpool one?
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
It
didn't
was
stick
just
around.
it was a reshoot of the Ferris Bueller post-credit
Yes.
scene.
It was.
Oh, no.
It was great.
I think I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never
He
mind.
talked about how there's going to be a sequel with Cable.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. And that just came out on DVD. I might have to buy that or rent it again because that's pretty good.
I still
Yeah,
saw
they-
trailers for Doctor Strange and Suicide Squad, both of which look awesome.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to both of those.
Yeah, me too.
Doctor Strange, I think that's a trailer that's been out, right? Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
there's been at least one.
they both have. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one big trailer that had a lot of stuff in it, so that looked really neat. It looked very much like Inception.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
cool. That's a character that I know next to nothing
Yeah,
about.
same here. He's
I know
space
that,
magic,
but-
or no, he's
He's magic.
a magician.
He's like a surgeon that
He gets in a car
loses his
crash.
surgery abilities.
His
Yeah,
hands
he-
get fucked up.
He
And then he
surgers
goes
on
and
himself.
studies under Tilda Swinton.
Yep, as we all do.
The ancient one.
The
That's her. That's what she plays.
That's not very nice to Tilda. I mean,
Hey.
she's an older lady, but you know, ancient might be a bit
She's
far.
been like Nepal for 1,000 years or something.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I would like that backstory to be that Tilda Swinton was
Mm-hmm.
in Nepal for 1,000 years, and that is what happened. She went back in time with David Bowie,
Mm.
and they both hung out in Nepal for 1,000 years, and then David Bowie went off to space.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, that tracks. Yeah, that looks really cool too. Sorcerer Supreme is what they call him. So
Okay,
that should be cool.
I prefer
Also-
Hawaiian style sorcerer, or with pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah, I know.
Hawaiian style is gross. It's got pineapples and
Oh
everything.
fuck that! Hawaiian's the best.
No.
I'm not gonna
Sometimes you-
say it's the best pizza, but sometimes you want Hawaiian.
It's horrible.
Sometimes you order your Sorcerer Supreme and it comes with olives, and you're like, gross.
Yeah,
Get away from me.
I can get. I like olives on pizza, but I can get behind that. Like,
I like
think
the Baja sorcerer.
The Baja. What's on the Baja sorcerer?
Yeah,
He's
queso
very-
dip.
Oh,
It's very short sorcerer.
that sounds good. Oh man, maybe I'll have to
Baja
order a
means?
pizza soon because Glass Nickel West will be opening up again soon.
What?
It was closed for a
Why
while.
did they close?
They
Health
closed
code?
due to drastic fire damage.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's over like November, I believe. The kitchen caught fire at like 3 in the morning and like
Damn.
That's
burned
bad.
down half the building. Yeah, it's all right though. They're actually got a grand reopening coming up in a week or so, so I'll finally be able to order some Glass Nickel pizza. They make some good shit. They're
You know,
fans
the
of the
pizza's
network.
great, but
Yeah?
mac and cheese bites are where it's at.
They do make good mac and cheese bites. Although those you can get a lot of places, but theirs are really good.
Theirs are really good.
They know what they're doing. When Adam visits, he's got to have some mac and cheese bites.
I do, because they are great.
It's fair enough. Cool. So I'm glad to hear Civil War is good. I think we'll talk about it more next week. I think maybe
Yeah.
when we've all
Yeah,
had
I'm
a
going to
chance
see it tomorrow.
I have
John, are
no.
you going to see it?
I have no plans to see it.
You want to come see it tomorrow?
See it.
Yeah, sure. I have zero plans. So.
I'm going
is-
with Tyler, so we can make a threesome of it.
Oh,
yeah.
no, with Tyler that means something else. So. Hey.
Oh yeah.
He's not even here, and I.
Oh man,
I gotta.
I was
gotta
gonna
s-
I was
gotta say
gonna
something
send
real
you
quick.
guys some leaked Warcraft movie clips, but they got taken down. It
I,
looks way better than the trailers. The trailers are bad.
I I really hope that's the case because
Yeah.
there have been plenty of movies where you've seen the trailer and you're like, boy, that looked really dumb, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh, that was good. Why did they make the trailer like that? Like, what were they thinking?
I don't know. I think they're just like, we don't know what to do with this. So gamers like dubstep, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god, that was like the. I'm trying to think of it. The trailer for Battlefield 1. We could talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming out.
I really like that cover though. But did you see the trailer for Assassin's Creed movie?
No, I haven't, and I put it. Oh my god,
so good!
I've got to watch that because I put that on my list of things to watch when I saw that it came out this work. I actually literally have it in my notes to myself to check things out, like
it looks
document.
Good.
Yeah, I saw a couple animated GIFs of some of the knife action, and I was like, boy, that looks fun, like live action. So, no, but the Battlefield 1, the next Battlefield game coming out is going to be World War I-ish?
Yes.
Supposedly. I'm really excited for that because I like the Battlefield 1942, probably one of my favorite games, and them going back to not having ridiculous sniper scopes on every weapon and lock-ons and holograms and just like let's get some badass gunfighting with some bolt action rifles and stuff.
Let's all get trench foot.
Let's all get trench foot and gassed to death.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, but the trailer had that cover of Seven Nation Army, and it was like, what? Okay, this feels out of place to me.
But that's such a cool cover.
It is a cool cover, but I don't know if it was right for that.
It was a little bit pandery.
Yeah, but not as bad as the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer. If you have not seen that, there's
I
a
haven't.
horrific cover of Space Oddity.
Oh.
Let me look. Let me go. Yeah, and people were just like, "Come on, really, Bowie?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
poorly
cash
timed.
in." Yeah. Well, let me. Oh my God, was it Infinite Warfare? I just want to
Where
look.
do you go after Infinite Warfare?
Yeah, I know, right? They really backed themselves into the corner. This has 20 million views and 2 million dislikes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it looks kind of like Space Game a little bit. They're going further in the future. Yeah, it's like a metal cover.
Does it take place in space? Or like...
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I'm listening to the cover here, and it is... Yeah. Bad. But yeah, there is space combat, it looks like. Is the plan. Yeah, so it's like if you could imagine Space Oddity sung by like some butt rock, like new metal band. That's what it is. It's
Gross.
real bad. It's like, this is ground control. Chugga-dug, chugga-dug-dug. You're like, no, why? Why did you ruin this perfectly awesome song? But yeah, there's a lot of images of combat in space and fighting robots and mechs. I mean, that's cool too. You know, go all the way with it if you're going to. But you have heard about the Call of Duty 4 remaster that's coming out as well, correct? So, as part of the trailer, they announced, they kind of showed Captain Price, and you're like, what? And they're like, guess what? Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare remastered, campaign and multiplayer, coming out as part of the $80 Elite Edition. And so the only way you can get Call of Duty 4 multiplayer on your newer console or whatever with the updated graphics and everything is by buying the $80 version of Infinite Warfare. They're not selling it separately.
Yeah, that just doesn't look very appealing to me.
They're just Whereas I think
sounds like we made a
If,
shitty Warfare game, so let's bundle in a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So they buy it.
And they're going to sell it separately 6 months after it comes out. You know what I mean? So there's going to be the chumps that buy it, which I'm itching to buy it because I really like that first game. Although I shouldn't because I could fucking play it on my computer right now without because I already own it. But I don't know. I think it's I don't know. God, fucking Call of Duty. I love those games, and I kind of trailed off around Black Ops 2, I think it was. I think with Ghosts I didn't play. I did play Advanced Warfare with photorealistic Kevin Spacey as the villain, which is actually a pretty good game. I actually really like that game. You got like exosuits and you're jumping on walls, but yeah, I don't know. They're losing me. I think the Battlefield looks like it's going a direction I appreciate more. Because I mean, you could be fucking Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
You could ride horses.
If I go to the future, I want like fantasy future, like Overwatch, but there's just not enough people doing past.
Yeah, this is like gritty realism future, and that's not fun. I like myself some past, and if you're gonna be, and it looks like they're getting there's gonna be zeppelins and shit, you know, so it's a little bit.
It's
fake.
gonna be horses against tanks.
I know. It's gonna be so much fun to ride around on a horse as Lawrence of Arabia with fucking sword and blow up some train tracks. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be fun. I really hope it's good. So, I guess people have seen it behind closed doors and they're like, hey, yeah, it reminds us a lot more of the old Battlefields. Big open maps.
That's
like,
good, yeah.
I know.
Battlefield 1942, and I think either an expansion or like one of the sequels to that were the only ones I played.
Yeah, I played 1942, Vietnam 2. I didn't play 2142, but I heard that was good. That's their future one. And then I played 3 and 4. Yeah, so I played almost all the Battlefield games.
I played Bad Company 1.
Oh, I played both of those as well. Yeah.
And 4, I think.
Yeah. We played a lot of 4 together.
Yeah.
That game is really good and still holds up. And they did a really good job supporting it. I mean, I think they put the final content update was like 2 months ago or something. So almost a year and a half, like just full of updates. So it's pretty good. So that's what's going on in the gaming world right now. But there's something else going on this last weekend that we all took part of.
No. Yes.
How are your thoughts on the Overwatch game?
Dude, I'm so hooked.
I know.
I'm hooked.
Yeah.
I haven't bought it yet because I have to wait for the paycheck to come through, but I'm going to get it.
Yeah, for sure. I have to as well. Like, I just... If you have Amazon Prime, you can pre-order games at 20% off for the... I guess you have to get the box copy, but, I mean, with every Blizzard game, it comes with an installation disc and also a code, so...
Do you get like the Tracer and Heroes of the Storm for that?
Yeah, I get all that. But they won't be unlocked until game comes out.
That's what really pushed me over the edge for it. I was like, oh, I get this other thing in this other game. So
yeah, that's kind of the way they do it though. They've got like I guess an exclusive skin for Diablo, and then like a World of Warcraft like pet or something. You know, it's like just all
like
this
a
stuff.
card back for Hearthstone or something.
Yeah, it's like all these little extras. You know, that kind of. That's a good way to do it because you feel like you're not just buying a game; you're buying a game and a bunch of little upgrades for all of your other games that you own.
Yeah. There were 9.7 million players in that open beta.
Yeah, it was insane. People were pointing out that it did beat the previous record for most players during an open beta of Battleborn, which was 9.5 million just a couple weeks earlier. So, like, hey, we beat that game. Suck it.
The hours per player was way higher. There was like over 8 hours per player on Overwatch.
I don't even know how much I played. I could look at it right now, I think. Does it still say... Oh, it doesn't give you time played on here. It's not like Steam. But I probably played a good 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 hours. Like, it was... It's because they had the whole thing unlocked. You know what I mean? It was... You could play everything. And that was fun, getting to try everything out. It didn't feel limited at all. So, it was a really good way to buy it. Supposedly a lot of cheating going on in the PC version. Really? There's been some... So I guess they did a Overwatch Pro League event over the weekend, and supposedly there was some cheating that people were kind of replaying footage and watching some people like shooting, and like someone playing a Tracer was just really good at sticking to people when they were aiming. It seemed while they were moving, it seemed a little bit like mechanical, you know, and not fluid. So, but. That does happen. I mean, there was the Counter-Strike Global Offensive again, fall of 2014, that one of the best teams in the world, Titan, was completely like annihilated because 2 of their players were found to be using aimbots. And it's actually really kind of interesting how that, like, I guess they call it like techno doping for these esports. I'm serious. That's just kind of the way it is.
That's a shitty thing to call it.
I think techno doping sounds awesome. It sounds like
way cooler than it actually is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, they do mechano doping in cycling right now.
Yeah, that's dumb too. It should all just be called cheating.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
literally what it is. It's cheating.
Putting a motor in your bike frame. Cheating. Not
Dude,
mechano doping.
some of that shit is insane. They were talking about that. There are people that have that stuff set up where, you know, it's like 10 grand to get this motor that fits in your like thing, and it only like kicks in when you hit a button. So it's like just for like slight inclines, and it's meant to like not make you look like you're going faster, but you have to pedal just a little bit less hard, you know, because it's all these biking events are marathons basically. You're going for a long time, so it's helps you conserve energy going up hills and stuff.
Biking has a long and storied history of cheating.
Yeah. But another thing is that even beyond motors, I've heard that there are magnetic wheels where they have like magnets on them in such a way that like the frame is magnetized so that they like keep in you know they when you stop pedaling, they just have a little bit more momentum because of the way the magnets are aligned, like electromagnets. Yeah, it's some insane shit going on in the biking world. But yeah, the way that the cheating works in the PC world with aimbots and whatnot is they basically are they kind of cheat like the way that the shots fire algorithms a little bit. Some of the more like really hard to detect complicated ones are like, let's say you have 100% health and this other guy has 100% health, and you both go in with the same gun and you both shoot each other from the same thing. Like 9 times out of 10, you'll make it out with 15% of your health. You know, like it's just these tiny little tweaks to give you that slightest advantage over an entire thing to survive, you know, one combat in a map that you wouldn't have been able to survive. You know, it's these just tiny things like the bullet spread is thinner for you than it is for everyone else, or stuff like that. So, like so small that it's kind of imperceptible, but enough to give you a slight advantage. Which is crazy. So I'm sure Blizzard will crack down. They're pretty good with network security. So I have a feeling that will get cracked down on. But supposedly it was hurting people, and people were talking about some of the open beta players they played against were cheating. I think we were playing together, and I had streamed it. My stream is shit, by the way. I found out it is very jumpy. So I don't think I was able to stream in HD.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of drop frames with Overwatch too, so it might just be a problem with the client.
That's true. It is a beta. So, no, there was a sniper that was definitely hitting people really good. Like, kind of shot me through a wall almost, and I was like, That just makes me think. Like, was that somebody using a little extra juice? I don't know. Yeah, so Overwatch is really good though. Adam, how'd you like it? You played with a controller, right?
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, I played it on computer with an Xbox One controller.
And that worked pretty well?
Worked great, yeah.
I heard they kind of built it to do that.
Yeah, totally. I really enjoyed playing it, and I liked using the controller. That's kind of my preferred way to play those kind of games. And yeah, it all worked pretty seamlessly. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm actually gonna buy it or not, just because I have a hard time spending like $40 or $60 on games that are
it's a really expensive game.
It is, especially for something that doesn't have any kind of story or campaign mode.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It is just, and especially when you've seen a lot of those awesome CG trailers. If you haven't seen those, I recommend checking them out. They're gorgeous. Blizzard knows how to make CG cutscenes, and they like have a story to them, but like, you know, there's none of that in the game.
Yeah.
So I get what you mean. $60 for a multiplayer only shooter is daunting, but I just couldn't resist. I mean, playing that open beta, I was just like, yep, this looks so much fun, and the shooting feels so good. And I was watching lots of highlight videos, and just the way that the ultimates work in like a kind of team-based shooting thing is just so fun, you know, like Reapers popping their ultimate and then sliding through a Reinhardt's shield and murdering everyone behind him because it's just built in a way that can be, you can be super devastating with every one of those, and get those multi-kills. So even if you're not like someone who's, potentially super skillful, is it like a Twitch shooter, the game allows you to, get that ultimate, as Junkrat and make a, rolling bomb that kills 10 people, or, get that ultimate as Torbjorn and make your turret murder people super fast. It's like, it's kind of awesome actually, because it really helps people that aren't like me, way into FPS games, so where our fingers are honed to aim with a mouse, to make it so it's fun. Because Matt, you said you don't play a lot of shooters, right?
No.
Yeah, and you enjoyed
it. I played like the Battlefront beta, and I just got completely owned by everybody. And before that, I have no idea what the last shooter I played was. Probably Halo 3 or something.
Oh. Man, I'm going to have to try Tracer out when the game comes, because I didn't play Tracer at all.
Oh, really?
But I feel like if I'm someone who likes fast-running Twitch shooting, I might enjoy Tracer.
Just you would. Moving constantly.
Yeah. I really like d.va. Actually, I was watching... she's my favorite so far. She's the lady in a robot, pink robot, and I guess she's a pro gamer, is her backstory, turned warrior, so... But her ultimate is a self-destruct that kills in a pretty wide radius. But I've seen some highlight plays, which are pretty insane. I didn't realize you could pop the self-destruct after you boost. So you could boost it and then self-destruct and hop out, and it keeps going along the boost path. So it's just a flying bomb. And I've seen
that as a tip that popped up.
Yeah, I actually didn't even realize that. I was using it where I rode it the whole way in, basically, and then popped it when I got to my destination and hopped out and ran. But that would make it easier to survive, I think, if I did it that way. So, but I saw another hilarious thing. Roadhog, who's the giant guy who's got a shotgun. He's actually really fun to play as well. He has so much health. So, but he has a little chain thing, which is the best counter to Bastion, who is a turret hero. That you guys play Bastion. You like Bastion?
Yeah.
He's fun. You kill people quick when you're him. So
he's really simple, but he's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And he can heal himself. He's very self-sufficient. But as Roadhog, all you have to do is when you see one, you just grab him, and it takes him out of his turret form immediately and pulls him right next to you. But I saw one where d.va had hit self-destruct and hopped out, and Roadhog had grabbed her, and it just pulled the bomb directly to everybody and killed everyone. I was like, oh man, oh that's fun. That's fun, yeah. So it's really enjoyable watching these highlights from the game, and it does a pretty good job making a highlight play of the game for every game. You can get excited when it's a play you made. That's all sorts of fun. I put a couple up on my YouTube channel that I had. I was able to record those, so that was fun for all.
Yeah. My favorite guy was Torbjorn.
Yeah.
Or maybe Zenyatta, but Zenyatta I died so much because he has no health.
Yeah, Zenyatta's tough. If people don't know to just fucking kill Zenyatta because he doesn't have a lot of health, then you can have a lot of fun running around just putting orbs on everyone. Causing massive damage or using a charge shot to kill people, but
that doesn't work sometimes.
It really does. Yeah. So he's a little tougher to play, but very rewarding. I didn't play any of the other healers though. I just played Zenyatta.
I like Lucio too.
Yeah, I kind of liked his movement because he kind of roller skates and it feels different.
It does. You kind of glide everywhere.
Yeah, it you're just running in a game, but it just feels like you're gliding when you're him. I don't know what they did with the movement bob or the speed. It actually has a really cool feel to it. And he does have a fun troll weapon. His blast that bumps people back. You can knock people off ledges really easily.
I didn't realize. Cool.
And he has a wall run as well, which is pretty fun. So he's got some cool features too. Yeah, that's what I like about the game. There seems to be just very deep. There may not be a story, but all of the characters have very different play styles that feel different when you try them. So I'll have to play them all at some point. What about Matt? Did you do anything else this weekend?
I have been streaming every time I've been working on stuff.
What have you been working on?
Just still animating that Fallout video and
That's tough.
all that. It's just, it turns out animating is really time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's why they usually have send that out to Korea or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In movies. Let's see here. Yeah, so what else did I play? I played Stellaris, I played Overwatch, had some fun with that. I pimped something here that I'm going to save till next week, so I can tant it. But I did say that once we hit the 5-year mark, I was going to do something special. I found my middle school diary. We'll be reading excerpts next week, so stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Yeah, and before I get to it, I do want to give a pimp shout out for our Patreon. I don't know how to find our Patreon. There's a link somewhere.
Shout out.
I don't know anything about Patreon. I set it up and then I never used it, but now we have some earnings happening. So I want to shout out because I said I would shout out if somebody donated on Patreon. And so I'd like to shout out TJ, becoming
TJ,
a backer. You are the best. You have been a friend, an ally, and a fellow person born in the 80s. So thank you for your thing. If you want to send a message, I could say it on the show. I mean, your very generous donation will get us towards our goals, being self-sufficient.
Literally anything.
What? Matt will do anything for $1.
Nope.
I know.
Yeah, just pledge $1 to patreon.com/MattHaigMusic.
That's the wrong one. Born in the 80s. Patreon.com/Born in the 80s. Creating podcasts. So you can subscribe. The last episode I posted on Patreon was 178. So that was a while ago. But we're halfway towards our goal of $20 a month. Which John will record something extra special for Patreon subscribers. That's what I said.
Awesome.
So we'll do that. No, but if we get 20, we'll make a Patreon subscriber only accessible podcast. So I'll record a little thing and make it so only Patreon backers can hear it. And I don't know. It probably won't be a full episode, but we'll pick a fun topic to talk about for a half hour or something. Put it up there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're halfway there. So feel free to donate there. Or Matt. Matt has his own. If you want to get Matt's music and donate, it's really cheap. I think I'm a Patreon. It's not donation though, is it? That's the wrong way to say it.
Yeah.
You're paying for content. So when Matt makes a new song, I'm able to download it so I can listen to it.
Downloads for free in
Yep.
both MP3 and WAV format.
Yep. So I can put him on this podcast. Without attributing Matt, even though he's on the show now. No, but yeah, he's a cool guy, and I like his music. That Matt guy, he's real nice. So is ours as well. So feel free to donate. That's my Patreon pimp of the week. I'll probably send that out on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we can hook another schmuck to pay us some money to talk. No, we love you guys.
Good job.
I'm glad that you listen. So let's get back to the notes. What else do we have to go through? Adam, did you end up playing D&D?
No, but we did make characters.
All right, let me hear your character.
It's a monk.
Okay.
Surprise.
Adam makes a monk character in every game he plays ever.
Actually,
Adam's a dick.
mine might.
Do you want to be a monk, Adam? Was there a point in your life where you wanted to be like a Benedictine monk or something?
No, I wanted to be a kung fu monk, and I still do. I want to be a kung fu monk.
How does that, being an atheist, deal with being a monk?
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like all monks are based in some sort of religion, be it Buddhism or Taoism.
Buddhism
or...
is like, I don't know. Is that really a religion?
It's still a religion, though. There's Buddha.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like, I guess.
You just saying it's not would be robbing Buddhism of its religious identity. I mean, it's a religion. You'd be okay with it just for the kung fu?
Yeah, I'll whatever. Whatever they
Yeah,
want me
but
to do.
you got to think about it this way, though. Like, that religion is like, this is the religion of being one and zen, so you can kick ass when you're punching people. You know, you got to think about it that way.
I don't think that's the way they teach it, but sure. Yeah.
But sure, that's the way I'll learn it.
Yeah,
I don't care how they teach it.
I'm going into this like Arya's going into the House of White and Black, man. I wanna learn the skills and use them for my own benefit.
What's his name?
Who? Jaqen Hagar?
No, your character's name.
Oh, my character's. He doesn't have a name yet because I think I'm gonna end up reworking him.
He's the faceless one.
No, we're playing 2E.
Second edition. Yeah.
So at first I was making like the standard. In the player's guide, they have a like subclass of priest that is a fighting dash monk.
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
It's kind of it's like basically a priest that just can punch.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool. I made
Punching
him like
priests.
I made him like an elemental priesthood, so he's kind of like an avatar type dude who could do like elemental spells and punch people. But I found like there's a 1E Oriental Adventures
that's racist
book. It's the name of the book. So
oh, okay.
Maybe the book was racist.
Well, we all know that Governor Rick Perry's ranch, it was just the name of the ranch. Goes back traditional.
That's an old reference.
Yeah, remember he ran for president in 2012? Okay.
Right. Kids, ask your parents.
Punching priests. Kids? It's only 4 years ago.
4-year-old kids ask your parents.
Well, I mean, come on.
Why would they name their ranch that, Mommy? I really don't know. I just have no
and why
clue.
didn't they change it? Ever?
Also, I'm not your mom. Ask your mom. Okay. Yeah. Why didn't they change it? I don't know.
So, he's being reworked. I found an actual more monk-like class that seems to have more classic monk-like abilities.
Yeah. Second edition is just all splat books. So
yeah, it is.
Just make your own random-ass, complicated, like, crazy characters. So that's the fun part.
I'm pretty sure my brother is playing a wizard who smokes a lot of weed.
So he's not role-playing. He's not a wizard, though. Or is he?
I don't know. A grand wizard. No, I'm...
Oh! You know what the worst part about that is that, like, in the Harry Potter world, they're like, we can't use the term grand wizard anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I've attained this over many years of wizardry. Nope. You're now...
kind of a stigma now, so...
You're now super wizard.
Yeah.
That's no more grand wizard.
You're an archmage,
Wizard
maybe.
Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard Khalifa.
Wizard Khalifa. Just imagine that's his Dungeons and Dragons character.
That would be an amazing character name.
Wizard Khalifa. Yeah, give him that. That'd be
he just plays this like kind of like old hermit wizard who like sits out in his hut and like grows weed and smokes all the time and is super chill.
So Gandalf.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
totally.
okay, fair enough.
He's gonna be the kind that does like prestidigitation on his smoke rings and shit. Like,
vape life.
Yeah. Gandalf Vapelife.
That is the thing.
Hashtag Gandalf Vapelife.
Hashtag Gandalf Vapelife.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But that's a thing. There are professional vapists.
I saw that, yeah.
Are they called vapists?
That's what I call them. Gandalf Vapelife. Yeah, no, for sure. Professional vapists. Professional vapors? Vapiaries?
Vapiaries.
Vapemen?
I think that's where the vapors live.
Yeah, that's where they hang out.
They hang out in the vapiary?
They're like, every time you go into a vape store, there's like one in a cage in the vapiary over there. It's just,
it's just like all sick-ass, like, fans to make your smoke rings move around. Yeah, there's some good vape
I actually saw
tricks.
something pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like somebody had this like long, thin thing that had like it was like a long oval type shape or like a wand type thing for bubbles.
For bubbles or vaping?
I think it was for like bubbles, but
wait, are they vaping the smoke into the bubble?
No,
and then popping the bubble.
But
That's
that was the
awesome.
Thing. They blew it through like this little like a slit, or it was a little bit bigger than that, but it was like a
slot.
Yeah,
slit slot. What's the difference?
And the way that it does the air pattern is it like makes it go back around itself, and it makes spheres. So like smoke spheres, like almost like little smoke bubbles everywhere. It was awesome.
That is crazy.
It was. It looked super crazy. It looked really cool.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say it because
I know.
Shit's super amazing, but
I mean, vaping is a thing,
yeah,
and the culture is gross.
yeah,
But
yeah.
some of the tricks they do are visually quite
Impressive,
interesting
yeah.
and
Yeah,
impressive.
they're fun to watch.
I will say that.
sometimes.
You can. Speaking of streaming, Matt, you've been streaming
Yes.
on Twitch. How's that going?
It's been going good.
Yeah.
Like, I usually get 1 or 2 people in there just hanging out with me while I work.
Yeah.
I kind of started doing it because I wanted to try and get some broadcast experience, but now it's kind of this extra motivation to sit down and do some work because I know people will know if I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that is kind of keeps yourself honest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should stream a lot more too when I'm doing game stuff because it's like might as well. Like,
Yeah, it's
doesn't-
nice to approach it from like it's here if you want it, but if not, whatever. So you're not worried about if nobody watches.
yeah. And it does feel like it's kind of like I might as well. Like then that way, like I'm not just playing a game. I'm also like possibly doing something that someone else might actually enjoy. So it's
Yeah.
like I
You're-
may actually
you're-
contribute.
You're selling the brand of John.
Yeah, the brand of John and Born of the 80s. Speaking of Born of the 80s, get your Born in the 80s vaporizer rig. We're gonna get a partner
Vape
with. We gotta get that, Adam. Get on it.
What?
You're Vape King.
Vape Life.
You're honorary Vape King.
Whoa!
What?
Let's take a step back. Why am I the vape?
Well,
king?
I know that you
Hashtag.
own a sick rig.
No, my rig is far from sick. Well,
Okay.
actually, it's kind
Adam,
of sick
you're like the
in like an
best
infirm type
vaper.
way, or no, I'm not.
Yeah, what's up with what's up with your vape
You're
rig?
like a repeat vapist.
I don't. What?
a serial vapist.
Oh, come on.
There are so many episode titles happening right now.
Analvapist.
Anal vapist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Statutory vapist.
Oh, damn.
Okay. No. But you do actually own a vapor.
He's got the vapors.
I witnessed it.
I have had the vapors before, yes.
Well, you had smoked cigarettes and you were like, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna vape.
am.
And now you don't do either, right? You just
Right, no. hypothetically,
occasional
I did
vape. Well, that's different, even though it's not
Like Colorado
in
vaping.
terms of your lungs.
Yes,
but
yeah. No, I no longer smoke cigarettes or vape.
wow, you did it the way that they are selling it.
Kind of.
They're like, hey, you could use it to
Yes.
quit smoking, and then you did. So
I did.
now you don't do any of that, but you can still enjoy a sweet vape trick. So are you allowed within 50 yards of any schools or anything? Is that
No,
playgrounds? How long until that statutory vaping charge is off the books?
It's gonna be a while. There were a lot of blowjobs, which is what I call my vaping, shows. So.
You know, I have a question. I feel like you naming those may have been the reason why you were arrested. You were talking about giving
did put
blowjobs on the playground.
I did put out a lot of advertisements for playground blowjobs. So.
Yeah, you're like, meet me at the swings. I'm gonna give a sick blowjob tutorial.
Oh yeah, no.
And it was, and people that were in the know knew what it was about, and some weird people showed up too, and that was.
I even did some blowjobs for free. I mean,
Oh wow!
I really love the work. What can I say?
Yeah, you gotta love the work.
Yeah.
No, but
Got to.
so people live stream vaping on Twitch, and it's literally just people sitting in front of a camera, talking about their vape rig and smoking, and then like, hey man, check out this. I got 4 codes for some new e-liquid. First 5 people to subscribe, get a free e-liquid code.
God,
it's
that's
like really
seems
gross.
Like it wouldn't be allowed on Twitch because I read through the stuff and I got really nervous about whether or not I would be banned for streaming like After Effects stuff. 'Cause they're really strict about what goes on Twitch Creative.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Twitch Creative. I don't know anything about the rules. I basically am the Outback Steakhouse of streamers. No rules, just right.
Bloomin' onions.
Bloomin' onion. Shrimp on the Barbie. Wednesday is half off steaks night on my stream.
Okay.
Can you cook on Twitch? Is that allowed?
Yes. Yeah, you can cook.
So there's some
You
really
can.
weird rules about that.
There's this I forget what it's called, but it's I think it started in Korea where people will just eat this like huge meal and other people will watch them, and it's kind of like this I'm watching you enjoy this thing that I can't have thing. And that's not allowed. But
So
the actual
eating is not. What
preparation-
about competitive eating? What if it was an eating contest? Like you were timing
Alright,
yourself.
I'll bring up the fact.
All right, I want to see if I can post a video of myself eating 40 chicken nuggets in under 10 minutes. Do you think I could do that, Adam?
Like,
Wait, how many and what? How long?
40, 220 packs,
Uh-huh.
under 10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes?
Yeah, is that too much time? Do you think? I don't think I've ever had a full 20 rack by myself.
I mean, like, a professional eater could do it in way under 10, but
okay, so the thing I was
I think
thinking of
that's
is
a
called mukbang.
decent challenge.
Mukbang?
Yeah, you can Google that sometime. It's very, it's actually
no.
really, it's really hypnotizing to watch.
I just Googled that and I got a virus. Mukbang? How do you spell that?
MUKBANG.
Oh, shit. There we go. I spelled it wrong.
Wait, MU what?
MUKBANG.
Mukbang.
Okay.
It's a Korean thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they just eat large meals. What about grocery hauls?
Oh,
Can I do a long grocery haul stream where I talk about all the groceries I purchased?
Oh,
No,
please
but-
do. That should be your Patreon.
but I heard that is the thing. Okay,
All right,
so here's
$50 a month on Patreon. I will do a monthly grocery haul.
it'll be a grocery haul from the Asian grocery store downtown.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'll take you there. We'll get some peanut drink. It'll be great.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get something for the podcast. We can torture ourselves online. Eating
Okay, so
drinking
this is what's
aloe.
allowed on Twitch Creative.
Okay.
Digital and traditional painting, digital and traditional modeling, customizing existing things, costume and prop making, sewing, knitting and crocheting, blah blah blah, scrapbooking, jewelry, glass blowing. That's not really interesting. What's what's more interesting is what's not allowed.
Okay.
Homework,
Homework.
assembling furniture like IKEA.
Yo, we got another commenter, subscriber. I'm gonna continue this calculus homework. Break out my TI-85.
An unattended 3D or 2D printer,
Okay, that makes sense.
playing puzzles, decorating your house.
Wait, whoa, playing puzzles?
Just playing puzzles.
Does it say playing
It says
puzzles?
Playing puzzles.
Not solving puzzles
Nope,
or
playing puzzles.
Okay, fair enough.
Decorating your house. Performance of a pre-existing work such as plays, music, stand-up comedy, or reading from a book.
Oh wow! Wait, so that the Twitch
So, like-
that piano guy?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm thinking. Like, so I'm live streaming the video editing right now, and that's
Well, what the
definitely
fuck is up
okay.
with Bob Ross?
Exactly.
They
But
fucking
if
Twitch
I was
streamed
to-
Bob Ross episodes for like a week.
If I was to try and stream the music production, like if it's a cover, is that not allowed? But anyway.
I think that's more of like, hey, don't stream yourself listening to music on a jukebox.
I
You
suppose.
can be like writing music or like doing, you know what I mean, like playing out chords and like, you know what I mean, like plucking out a tune,
Oh,
even if it is a cover.
performance of pre-existing dance routines and choreography. Now this is going to get to what you were asking about. Unboxing is not allowed.
Oh,
And I
no
think the grocery
unboxing.
hauls count as that.
Yep, that's unboxing a grocery bag, which is a bag, not a box.
No live streaming toy assemblies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the word toilet.
No live streaming piercings.
Okay.
No tarot card readings or Ouija
Whoa,
board.
whoa. No live streaming toy assembly?
that was a couple back there.
No, but like,
Yeah.
so like, well, okay, because I know people do this though. They live stream themselves putting together a Gundam model.
Yeah.
Or putting
Not
together like a
allowed.
World War II plane model.
Not
Now,
allowed.
why is that not allowed?
Because it's
weird.
not creative, John.
But it is! You paint it
Amazon,
and stuff.
who owns Twitch, has decreed that is not creative.
That's some weird rules, huh?
Yeah. No photo shoots or film production.
Wait, can you do vape tricks then? Isn't it that's an original artwork of you making those rings?
Vape is not listed.
Oh shit! So you could squeak in the gray area, gray like smoke.
This is its own thing.
Okay.
No Pictionary.
Oh, okay. That makes sense though, because they don't want like people drawing and people like commenting in stuff probably, because that seems a bit
guess.
weird.
No mukbang or eating streams. No unattended webcam streams. No
Yep.
exercise or workout streams.
Okay.
No learning languages.
Oh wow! All right.
No,
Amazon
no
got you right where you
distilling.
want. Distilling.
Even though homebrews are specifically on the allowed list.
Wait, so you can brew beer, but you
You
can't
can make
distill
beer,
liquor.
just not hard liquor. Hard liquor.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I found this on the allowed list.
Okay.
Blacksmithing.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Tattooing.
I'd watch a
Wait,
blacksmithing
wait.
stream.
Tattooing's on the allowed list, but
not
piercing's on
piercing?
the not allowed list.
That's
I don't-
weird.
It is there. That's really arbitrary.
Maybe
Oh, but-
I bet.
Okay, so
blood
model
maybe,
making
or-
is on the allowed list.
Okay,
and
so-
toy assembly's on the not
Okay,
allowed.
so because I was like, model making can be a lot of artistic effort if you get really into it, with the painting and all that. But okay, that makes sense because like toy assembly is like, don't buy Legos. Maybe is Legos it then?
Yes,
Uh
I
huh.
guess. But photo and video editing are on the allowed list, but
Uh-huh.
photo and video shoots are on the not allowed list.
Wow. This is a really weird list.
Yeah, it really is, and weirdly
So
specific.
that's why, before I started streaming my After Effects stuff, I was like, I'm just gonna make a second channel, so if this one gets banned, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just in case, cover your bases. Or if you're like me on YouTube, there's no way you can monetize anything. So
Cover your bases.
it's completely impossible.
It's so funny that's. It's not funny. It's so weird. You're still.
It's funny. I mean, I'm not going to make any money off of it anyway. I mean, if I were to do YouTube stuff and like try and generate revenue, I would go the Jim Sterling route of. Do you guys know Jim Sterling? The YouTuber, the YouTubist.
really.
Roger Sterling's brother.
No, Jim Sterling. He used to work for The Escapist. He makes really good videos. Jimquisition videos where he just rants in a camera for a bit. But anyway, he used to work for Escapist. And he was like, I'm leaving The Escapist, or they stopped his thing. I don't remember what happened. His contract was up or whatever, but he was able to keep doing his kind of videos. But he has his YouTube set to no monetization, like no ads, no nothing. You know what I mean? So he has that, and he just makes money off Patreon. And so that's like kind of his whole deal. And not all of his videos are free for everybody. But if you like them, go to Jim Sterling's, Patreon, and you can. Let me see here, Jim Sterling Patreon. He is So basically, he was like, I want to leave that and do this on my own, and just focus on doing Jimquisitions and all this stuff. He is making $10,500 a month off Patreon. Just that. So he's like, I'm going to do this in lieu of monetizing on YouTube. He has complete freedom. He doesn't have to worry about having music or content or anything in his videos being, co-opted. And that's kind of a big thing on YouTube nowadays, is having your videos content ID'd, and then you don't get the revenue off those videos. I would suggest both of you guys check this out. Go to look up Jim Sterling, and then look up. God, I'll send you guys a link. But he does a video about monetization on YouTube, where basically he spends the entire video talking about the Star Fox game, showing all these weird clips from all these other trailers for games, and he says every single one of those is a content ID trailer. And so I know I'm going to get hit with a copyright claim for every single one of these background videos I'm doing. And since I don't monetize on it, I don't care But now, since YouTube has 4 or 5 different companies trying to claim rights to this one video, there's no way anyone can make any money off of this because they're not going to split it, and they'll never, like, you know what I mean? So he's basically making it so he's basically now all of his videos are including like a little snippet of licensed music or like a picture of a Konami video game trailer because I know they'll all try and claim it, and then no one makes any money off of it. Which is like the most genius workaround of I'll just play all this licensed stuff. So I'm going to infringe more on copyrights to get less like money to the copyright holders. Like it's so
they changed it so that if there's a copyright claim against your account, instead of just straight up giving that money to the person that's filing the claim, that's put in escrow until
Hey Matt.
Like yes.
Robot. You turned into a robot.
Oh no.
Go off of your thing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take this robot opportunity to use the vacuum.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Make sure you switch yourself off of
Talk amongst yourselves.
the thing. Oh, God. He just left.
Oh, he's gone.
No, he'll be back. Okay, so, yeah. I would check that out. He's really funny, actually. I got into a deep hole of watching it. I feel like I should donate. I could just do $1 a month. Yeah, it seems good. But I think that's more of an honest way of doing it, I guess. It's kind of like Giant Bomb. They do videos, but they just get money through subscriptions. They're not, worrying. They do have a YouTube channel, though, that I'm sure they earn revenue off of. But that's not their, like, sole bread and butter kind of way of making money like a lot of these other streamer peoples. Yeah, so. Oh, Adam, how's it going, huh? Now that Matt's gone.
Good. It's
What's
going good.
what's your life been like?
I don't know. It's been pretty standard.
Pretty stand.
Sun and Moon. They announced the starter Pokemon for that.
Pokemon.
And they showed the.
Yeah, so they got
legendaries.
this fucking sick ass fire kitten.
Litten. Yeah,
Yeah, Litten. It's fucking Litten.
that's right.
It's fucking badass. And then they have Poplio, who everybody hates.
I think he's kind of cute.
I guess, but he looks like a weird cartoon thing, whereas everything
Yeah.
else looks like a cartoon thing, but it looks more on brand. I guess he just doesn't look on brand to people.
I guess. I'm not a big fan of Rowlet though. The owl.
What?
thing.
Fucking Owlet looks awesome.
He's cool, but like I don't know. Litten's gonna be mine for sure.
I usually pick the fire starter anyway. That's what
Yeah,
I've
me
done
too.
every time because I like the fire abilities a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like burns and stuff, and I've never really liked the leaf abilities in Pokemon. Water's pretty good too, but I don't know. I've always liked fire, like burning things. I don't know. Is that wrong?
No, sure. That sounds perfectly fine. I
Oh,
wouldn't
perfectly
worry
fine.
about
Yeah, just burn a couple
it.
things. Burn them all.
Yeah, burn it all. Roll in flames, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, I agree. I also usually pick. I've only really played one, I guess, but I picked the fire starter.
yeah, me too. I like a good fire Pokemon.
Me too.
Yeah, Matt, did you switch yourself off studio or did you
did.
get it figured out? Yeah, I don't know what that is. It seems like if you're on for an hour, your audio quality is shitty.
Yeah, and other podcasts I know record over Google Hangouts kind of run into the same thing sometimes.
Maybe it's just a buffer thing, I guess. I don't know. All right, well,
I
Matt,
was coming back from the bathroom and I ran into this bottle of rye and I was like, that's not a good idea, rye. And it was like, no, drink your feelings. So,
that's a good idea. That's what men do. Drink.
That's never gone wrong.
Whiskey. Just Ernest Hemingway, he turned out all right. He drank a lot.
yeah. He
Famous
lived a long
writer.
and happy life.
He did. Okay, Matt,
Yes.
you have this on yours. You wanted to talk about 1080 video cards. What's that?
So, NVIDIA just announced this new line of video cards. I bought a new video card when I built my computer in October, and it was like top of the line. And
What
I
is it?
paid. It's a 980 Ti.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh, so you're excited that the 1070, which is the $380 card, is supposedly double the speed? Or
Twice as fast.
the cheap one will be twice as
Much
fast
cheaper.
as that one. Yeah, to be fair, the 1080 Ti did come out like 2 years ago. So you just got in on the tail end.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the new one when it comes out, if I'm being honest. But
Well, yeah, but you probably will be able to sell your 980 Ti on eBay for a decent price, because I guess a lot of people like to buy the older cards used and then like SLI them together
Yeah.
in their box. So
Well, and I was thinking eventually I would just SLI this one, but if I can sell it and get one that's twice as fast, that's just about the same cost anyway.
yeah, so the 1080 is a Pascal GPU chip, which is I believe just a smaller die cut. Ah, God, I gotta read about this. So I've
It's
been
a lot more efficient.
yeah, basically it's faster. So the idea is, in terms of a 980 versus the 1080. Oh, I'm sorry, the 1080 is the one that's double the power. The 1070 is supposed to be equivalent, if not a little bit faster in some games. But the idea is it is double the speed of the old card, which is a huge leap. I'm going to probably pick up a 1070 because the 1070 is supposedly going to be as fast as like a Titan, like as fast as 980 Ti for $380 when they come out. So I'm looking forward to the
Yeah,
1070.
and they're a lot more power efficient too,
Yes,
that-
they use up less power supply.
which I'm assuming will mean it has less of a tendency to overheat.
Yeah. I don't really have that problem too much. Although right now I'm running with an extremely old card. I think I have a 670. But that's only because I'm using my brother's card, because we all know Computergate happened.
Yes.
Well, I mainly put this in to poke your buttons.
Yeah. No, definitely. You wanted to piss me off. No, but I got the 670 because I was like, I'm just gonna wait to get a 1070. Supposedly the 980 or the 1080 is going to be twice as powerful as the Titan X,
Yeah.
which is their like super card.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a
And
huge
it's only going to
leap.
be $599 at launch.
Yeah,
The
Considering-
Titan X is over $1,000 right now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like almost 1200. So yeah, it's gonna look really great. And then the 1070 is the budget brother, but it still will be faster than the Titan X. Not double, but faster. And that one should be 380. And these are all going to be releasing in June. They do say we'll hit shelves May 27th, but that's the Founder Edition, the non-overclocked, direct from GeForce NVIDIA one. So you want to hold out for the manufacturers to get it. So it'll probably be more closer to the end of June when you're going to be able to pick one up, because they'll probably be sold out and all that shit. So I'm looking
and
forward to
mine
it.
My current one is overclocked by some third-party company. So,
Yeah. Which manufacturer do you have?
Gigabyte? Is
Gigabyte?
that it?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a just
Yeah.
normal one. My brother
It's
my
got
brother
this
bought
cool
an
fan
MSI
that
one.
has WindForce on it, and
Mhm.
it lights up the WindForce logo when
Yeah.
it's running.
Yeah, my brother got a 970 just a month ago. With it's a MSI with twin Frozr,
And the
spelled
self-indulgent.
FOROZR, twin Frozr cooling rails, and it has a dragon that lights up when the fans turn on. So
That's great.
it's sick ass dragon computer that he has now. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to these new cards. So I'll definitely pick up a 1070. Maybe I'll splurge on a 1080 actually. The more that I think about it, I don't know.
Yeah, might as well go
$600 instead of 400. Maybe I'll
It's
just do it.
VR ready, John.
Well, they're already VR ready. The 970 is VR
The
ready.
one the one I have is VR ready. But
Yeah, the one you have is already really good for VR, but
it's VR readier.
it is. But I have a
mine
feeling
is
they'll be
not.
building VR games for people with 970s in mind first, and then maybe a few years from now, doing that. So yeah, I don't know. So that's cool. Yeah, that all got announced. So that's a little tech news too,
So here's
huh?
a pro tip for anyone out there that's building a computer.
Yep.
PCPartPicker.com.
Yep, PC
Oh, yeah.
Part Picker. I told my brother about that.
Yeah.
That's what I used. I
Great site.
hadn't built anything in years, and it made it a lot less stressful.
Yeah,
That's
it
super
does.
helpful.
It really does. I mean, you just figure out everything that's compatible, and even more so than that, if you're a little leery, like I am, of building a PC, because the last one I built was 2008, 2006, so it's been a while for me. But they have the PCPartPicker.com YouTube channel has like featured monthly builds with like how to put everything together and like what all the parts that they have are. So you could literally just buy all those parts and just follow along step by step for their 15-minute video tutorial.
That, yeah, I looked up my cooling system and I was like, where does the water parts go?
Yep. And they got it. It's awesome, actually. It makes it a lot easier than it used to be. So that is an awesome thing to do. Build your own PC. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, once you have your PC part picker spreadsheet that you can export, you can post it to the Build Your PC subreddit and have people look at it and make sure you didn't screw anything up.
Like, oh, hey, maybe you want to get like you should probably pick out this RAM because it's slightly faster for like $10 more, and you're like, oh, okay.
I posted it and somebody was like, you're spending a lot of money on this PC, so you should probably have your main drive be a solid state.
Yeah, you might as well.
And I did. I did it.
But I think console gaming, I don't know how much more I'm gonna do, huh? Like the PS4 really kind of saddened me with the PS Neo thing coming out. I have had a lot of fun with it, but yeah, exactly. It knows kung fu. I don't know. It's just really disappointing to me that it's like, all right, it's been less than 3 years and we're gonna announce a new one. Like, okay,
yeah.
Great.
It's kind of disappointing.
I'm glad it was only $400 when I bought it, and I had a really great time being a day one owner and taking off work early to pick it up, and just being part of that. I'd never bought a console on launch day, so that was a fun experience. But it just was like, all right, this is great, but the PC is where I play all my games now, so. Instead, I'd rather spent $400 on a new video card a year ago, instead of that.
One of us.
Join the PC master race. Adam, you got the PC hooked up to the TV.
I do.
That's the ultimate way to do it.
It works out pretty well.
You should get one of those handheld keyboards. Do you have one of those?
Handheld keyboard?
Yeah, so there's like, I guess, Bluetooth or wireless card. I've seen these for like people that use Raspberry Pis for like gaming consoles or something, but they're like little, oh boy, I think $30 or $40, and it's just like a little, like the size of like a notepad like keyboard, you know what I mean, like 7 inches or something, like a really small keyboard that has like a touchpad on it. And you just basically for like quick typing in stuff with 2 fingers, and then using a touchpad to move the mouse. Yeah, I've heard those are like great for couch like use because it's a lot less heck. I remember hanging out at your place, watching stuff on your TV from your PC, and just like, oops, I kicked the mouse. Shit.
Yeah.
I moved my leg and the mouse moved. That's annoying. So.
Yeah, it does get annoying every once in a while.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to do that though. Hook up a PC to my TV when I upgrade this one. Or build a new one, like maybe next year or the year after. I'll have to make a dedicated TV PC.
I'd suggest it.
Yep, that's
I
good
used
shit.
to have a TV powered by an old Dell.
Yeah, nice. One of the old like college Dells.
Yeah, one of the secondhand. And before that, that was the computer I used for video editing and recording and everything.
Those are a pretty good deal. Did you spend $50 or $75 for that?
It was like 50, and then I doubled the RAM, and that was like another $100 on top of it.
Yeah.
It was like this third-party manufacturer that made this old Dell RAM that isn't available anywhere else anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's cool though. Those old PCs really chug. They really worked. Any of those enterprise PCs are real workhorses, so they typically last a long time. All right, does anyone have anything else before we end it tonight?
I think I'm good.
I think we're good. Thanks for stopping in, Adam. I'm glad you enjoyed Civil War. So let's go over a website, borntheeighties.net. I found out how I can read your comments. Excellent. So I got that figured out. So I can read them. So don't worry about it. Also, Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's tanting. So, John's diary next week. Tant. I'm expecting you guys to bring something like that in the future too.
Sure.
Whether it be old Facebook posts or
I
old
usually
live
burn
journal
the
entries.
past, but I'll try and find something.
Yeah, you usually burn it down.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I will find that. I don't know how deep it goes. I haven't read it yet, so I'll be live reading it for the first time in many years.
Wow.
Let's see. Well, if I know me, all the names, I actually had code names in the book.
Really?
Well, yeah, in case somebody found it.
Okay.
I used like initials, I think maybe.
Oh.
Neat.
I had like a system, and we're gonna tant. If Adam plays D&D, you can talk about that. I'm gonna tant. Shit, what was the other thing?
Civil War spoiler fest.
Yeah,
Next
Civil
week.
War.
Oh yeah.
That's it. We'll tant Civil War. I'll talk to Matt about seeing that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
See what Lauren is up to as well. If she would
Turned out
kill me
pretty
if I
simple
went
to
on
force
my
him.
own. I don't think she would mind if I went by myself or with you guys. So,
Just tell her
All
that
right.
ponies are baby horses.
what'd you say?
Just tell her that ponies are baby horses.
That's right. They are. I don't care what she says. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. BornInThe80s.net, and we'll catch you next week. Everyone say bye.
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 I don't know what to do with my screens.
All
I
right.
got
We're alive. So
Okay.
anything you may say now may end up on the podcast.
Oh, I just assumed all that other stuff that I said was gonna end up on it.
Nope, it wasn't being recorded. Now it is.
It doesn't get crappy if I have the Google Hangout thing in the background, does it?
What do you mean Google Hangout thing in the background?
If I put that window, not the top active window, it doesn't like deprioritize it.
No,
Okay.
I put it in the background all the time.
Good. Because then I can have all my notes up on the big one.
Yep, that's what I usually do.
I'll put the notes on the side there and my references on the big screen.
Yes.
'Cause I've-
Oh my God, Spinelli.
I hear that.
Back off. She wants pets. You can probably hear my fucking graphics card. It's loud as shit.
I have a note in the notes about graphics cards.
What, really?
Yeah.
For you?
Just
Oh,
because-
yeah, the 1080 and the 1070.
Why is there there's stuff on my drink? I don't know if I might die.
Okay, good.
I hope not. Hopefully it's just
Stop. Oh, fucking goddamn my. Oh my god.
my
Protect
faucet
these
water filter is
Cables.
like showing a red light, and I'm pretty sure once those get full of their filtering capacity runs out, that they're actually putting more schmutz into the water than they're taking out of it.
What? Wait, your filter? Your Brita filter?
Yeah, I have one of those filters that screws right on the faucet, and it's showing right now that the filtering capacity has run out.
Oh, so it's basically collecting the garbage and now it's
Yeah, but-
shitting it all into the water. that
Yeah,
you
I
have
think
now.
at this point all the garbage that it has collected is going back into the water.
Great.
But somebody decided to not sell pure refills like anywhere. I have to go to Walmart, and I hate going to Walmart.
Really? They got the
Yeah, I
monopoly,
guess
huh?
it's just Brita stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I got Brita. I got a
Do they
Brita.
have a faucet thing, or do they just? Have
I don't know if they have a faucet thing. I have a pitcher. I like that my Brita pitcher has like a little like foldy, like flip out. I don't know. You know, like it's like a. God, it's hard to explain. It's like a just like pitcher, and then like the spout like has a little flap that like opens and closes via like gravity or whatever. It broke immediately.
Oh yeah,
It broke
I used to have one of
instantly.
yeah.
And so now it's just a pitcher with a hole on the top because that it just broke immediately. The plastic in it.
My pitcher ended up getting nasty because pitchers are a pain to clean.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually use the pitcher to filter it and then pour it into secondary container to keep in the fridge. I have a different.
And then you run that through a life straw, and then you're set.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got UV lights all up in the inside of my fridge to keep it bacteria from growing. All right, we got to start.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink.
All right, great. We'll start in a bit. All right, I have a drink, so I'm ready. Whenever you be, I'm gonna play some Stellaris. Oh my God, my space foxes. Things are going okay, other than the fact that there are 0 fucking worlds that are habitable in my fucking entire galaxy.
Alright, I'm back. I had a drink,
Mm-hmm.
and then I said I was only gonna have one drink, but that was a long time ago, so I think I'm gonna have another one.
It's a real bitch living in my galaxy. Sorry, I'm just angry. There's like fucking 3 planets that I can habitate in like my entire arm of the galaxy here. It's real annoying.
So I did either the smartest bachelor thing or the saddest for dinner.
What's that?
I had a can of soup, and I just popped the top and set it standing up in a pan on the stove, and then I took that off with hot pads and ate it that way.
Wait, you didn't put extra water in it?
No, it's the kind that isn't condensed.
Oh, got it. So it's just full soup.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's that bad. That just seems thrifty. That seems like a good use.
I had the thing there, the pan there, in case it boiled over, and
Yeah.
now I don't have to wash the dish.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
What's going on in your galaxy?
Well, let's start it off.